What's up, everyone? This is Bam Black Ops for GameGuideCentral.com. We're playing some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and we are doing the Veteran Guide. We are on Level 1, Black Tuesday. We're going to go through this entire thing, and then after this, I will do an Intel Guide as well. So, right off the bat, we're going to have a little bit of a cutscene here. For the most part, I am going to skip through the cutscenes, but nice, freaking beautiful way to start this game. And by the way, the visuals in this, as far as explosives and all that kind of stuff, I still think it's gorgeous. Some people say that this engine's getting old and whatnot, and yeah, it is definitely old, but I think it's still a freaking pretty engine, and maybe only behind Battlefield as far as the best looking, realistic first-person shooter out there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, this guide is pretty much just going to be a how-to to beat Veteran mode, because there are some achievements around beating the game in Veteran as far as level by level and the entire game. And it's definitely a challenge. Overall, probably maybe a little bit easier in my opinion than others, or maybe I'm just getting used to playing on veteran mode and that difficulty setting and the Call of Duty franchise in general. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's a little bit difficult. There are definitely some areas where you are probably going to get stuck, and that's why I'm hoping that if there's an area where you're stuck, you can just hop on this video and then see how I did it and see if that whatever strategy I'm taking, whatever tactic I'm doing for that particular level will help. Overall, there's just pretty much a few general tactics that are going to help you for almost every level. As far as the non-stealth ones, the all-out wars, where you're going to be, for the most part, those are going to be when you're on the American side. If you're going to be with Sandman and whatnot, and you're playing as Derek Frost, then you're going to be using a tactic which is pretty much simple. All of them you're going to be using cover, but for this one you're going to be hugging the sides of the levels, like the left side or the right side. Never going down the middle of these roads, because that's just where you will die. It's pretty much a promise. And being behind cover, taking some shots, ducking down, reloading, taking shots, ducking down, reloading, then moving from cover to cover forward until you get through that wave of enemies, and then that's pretty much it as far as like tip type things. Of course, I'll show you little helpful areas and good pieces of cover and whatnot throughout the entire guide. But as far as tips and stuff, what you need to do is be behind cover. You need to make sure you have ammo. You make sure you're going to pick up a new gun if you're going to be low. Shoot this thing right here with the XM. Then one quick blast, because you want to save some ammo, because you will be using the XM later. Go behind cover, reload. If you get shot with just 1 or 2 bullets, if you even start to get red, I definitely recommend going down right away. Sometimes you'll get hit once and you'll think, I can just stand here for a half a second longer, kill the guy that's shooting me, and then I'm good to go. But sometimes you will just get killed so fast that you just need to jump behind the wall or get some cover the second you start getting hit, because not a smart idea to stay anywhere for too long in Veteran, because you will get 1 or 2 bullets and you're pretty much dead. That's pretty much how quick it is. If they see you once, what really the thing is about the quick deaths is that if there's one guy shooting you, there's a good chance that if he hits you once or twice, he's going to hit you once or twice more, and then you're dead. It's not as easy as, oh, he hit me, let me shoot him real quick. The best idea is once you get hit, go behind cover and then pop up and hit him. The other tactic that we're going to be using, that sometimes I forget when I'm playing, and when I remember you'll be able to notice different times, is the whole pop and lock tactic, which is the game modes, the Call of Duty's generous pop and lock thing, which is when you pop into your site and pop out of your site. That area there, by the way, a little helpful tip there. The second they tell you to start running to inside this building, go. If you wait for a little bit, you're going to get overwhelmed with enemies. That's what I found out. Twice I died there when I was on an earlier run on it, when I was staying there and they told me to run, and I would stay behind the cover and continue to fire. But I think it's one of those areas where there is unlimited amount of enemies. They have like an infinite spawn, where they're just popping out of nowhere and just, they're going to be there forever. So the second you get the opportunity to run over there, you run before that infinite spawn thing starts. That's what I found out anyway, but of course there might be different ways to beat it. I'm sure there are different ways to beat it. I'm definitely not saying this is the best way, but I did beat it, so these are like helpful tips on how to. Watch these guys up top here. I did not even realize they were there the first playthrough at all. I did get shot at, and I'm like, where am I getting hit from here? I don't know where I'm getting hit from either. There's guys underneath me, I assume, but I couldn't even get shots on them. I just ran back. Here you can look through this and take out some guys there, which was definitely helpful. I got one guy there a second ago. And there's going to be some more people popping up in the building, but once you get into this room, that's when you'll trigger them popping up. So You can stand back there for a half hour and no one else is going to be there. Fast forwarding it at some points, because it does get a little slow and a slow pace and a little bit boring just to see me running around ladders and stairs and whatnot. Toss a flashbanger the second, 9-bang the second that he opens that door, and you'll be able to take these two guys out quick. I'm going to fast forward different points also, just, for time. I don't want you guys watching like a 30-minute video or something. For the most part, though, all these levels took me maybe 15 to 20 to 25 minutes to beat. So the video itself will probably be somewhere in between 10 and 15 minutes each time. No longer than 15 for each level. So hopefully I'll be able to just show you general areas. This area is a little bit difficult. You want to pop up your head slowly, look for guys, and the second you get shot, go prone again, because it's a little bit difficult to even see where these guys are, because the lighting it's a dark room and they're hiding behind, I think this is like a museum type thing. They're hiding behind the glass containers that, we're showcasing whatever's inside and whatnot. Back to the pop and lock thing I was talking about earlier, real quick. When you pop into your site, of course, it'll automatically aim towards the guy that's close to it, so you can actually do that to help if you don't even know if there's somebody there. You can pop it, pop it, pop it, and it'll automatically, like, gravitate towards an enemy. And there are different areas where I was remembering to use it, and there's different areas where I was just using my own aiming and gun skills. And it is definitely easier and more helpful to do the pop and lock tactic. Like there, I just popped up and sprayed, and I'm looking for guys, and you can find them. You can be successful without popping in and out of your sights, but it's definitely helpful to be able to find them, look at them, and then you can just quickly take out one guy, and then you pop in out, and then you pop back in. You look at the next guy and shoot, and then pop in, pop back out. This corner over here in the museum is the best area. It's a little bit hectic with them rushing through that doorway over there, and then hiding behind all these pieces of glass and whatnot. So what you want to do is hug all the way over to this left side, and this is what I was saying earlier, and what I'm probably going to preach throughout this guide, is that you want to hug corners, either the left side or the right side of each level. And that left side there, you have some decent cover behind that wall, and then you're good to go as far as just wait until the rest of them are dead, and then you can go. This area is another good spot for some cover. You're not especially blocked from getting hit by them, but you're good because you're not like underneath or in front of a big piece of concrete or something, but you are out of their vision, so you can kind of pop out, take a couple shots, pop back behind it again, look out, take a couple shots, look back behind it again, and then once you kill a couple guys, slowly move forward to this stairwell up here. And what I did was, because I started getting shot, I got thrown on the ground for a second. Over here in a second I'm going to do that, but you can also do that. You can run over to this corner on the ground here, lie down prone, and they're going to be running straight at you right about here, and then you can take out the guy that's going to be by the statue. I'll get him in a second. These pillars up here, and then, oh wait, that was the other playthrough, I forgot, whatever. Anyway, there's a guy that's always by this statue right here, so you got to watch out for him. I like died a couple times in and out, so different things that I did like don't happen again. I'm trying to remember what happened. Take out this guy here with the XM25. There is an achievement to get, I don't know how many guys it is. A lot of guys. I think it might be 25 to get 25 kills with the XM25. That seems challenging. I'm definitely going to get it and put up a guide for it, most likely, but it does seem like a difficult thingy on this level, so we'll see. Fast forwarding again here, because what I'm going to do now is just pick off these guys slowly one by one. This pillar here is very, very helpful. Again, though, if you do get shot, pop underneath real quick, because you die so fast. But just take out enemies one by one, and then once you're good to go, you can run all the way back up through this building here, up the steps. And every time I went all the way up here and tried to go behind some piece of cover or something, I got killed really fast. So what I ended up doing was hiding out right by the stairwell here. And when all these guys go up, and when I go up, we're going to trigger the enemies seeing us and start firing at us. And you can get some guys right from down here in the stairs here. You can take out one or two guys from long distance here, and then we're gonna sprint over to the right side and then use the wall over there as cover, and then shoot through those windows in a second. But again, this stairwell is really helpful. And we're gonna run over here, reload, and then you're good to just kind of peek through here and take out some more guys. And sometimes you'll have your AI behind you and you'll be kind of leading the charge. And that's definitely been the case in previous games, where it feels like you're the one that has to run out there and they're just looking from behind and barely helping you. But they will definitely take out some enemies. They'll be in the front, they'll be getting grenaded up and dying, but not really dying. It's hilarious how many times you'll see Captain Price or Sandman or Soap or somebody like that like just getting blown up and then like thrown backwards, and then they just get up and walk it off because nope, it's not my time to die yet, you know. It's like hilarious to the little, because they're the, you know, the invincible characters temporarily, and then later on, you know, if the game wants them to die, as far as the developers, they'll make them die, but they'll just take an insane amount of bullets and stuff and just walk it off like it's nothing. And stop inviting me to a game, guys. I swear, I was like, I'm gonna go play some campaign. I haven't even played it at all yet. All I've been doing is multiplayer, so I'm out, guys. And they're like, no, no, no. So I leave, and then like every 3.5 seconds, I'm getting a pop because they want me to go play multiplayer. And I had to freaking make myself invisible through like the second half of the entire thing, and I'm still getting people inviting me because like they can tell that I'm making myself act like I'm offline because they see that I'm getting achievements and whatnot, and they're like, I know you're online, let's go play multiplayer. I'm like, I want to freaking do campaign. All I've done is multiplayer so far. Anyway, that's, I don't know, side story that was kind of pointless, but whatever. This spot right here, you can take out the guys at the balcony pretty easily, and then you sprint all the way up, and if there's a remainder of guys, you can get at this little corner here. It's a pretty helpful spot. Then once you're all the way up on these catwalks, there are people firing you from below, but honestly, I have no idea where from. I'm looking down here trying to find them, and I just, you know, I was like, whatever, I'm just going to ignore it and sprint all the way up, and you shouldn't get shot at, I don't think, anyway. And then you're going to come up this ladder, and right away there's going to be a trash can. Pop behind this trash can and look above these steps, and there will be 3 or 4 guys here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, yep. 3 guys here to take out, and then the 4th and 5th guy will pop up, not come down the steps, they'll just kind of be standing there from the top. And I don't know how I didn't die there. I got pretty lucky. There are an insane amount of enemies, and it might seem overwhelming at times, but Infinity Ward, at least with this one, I feel, did a pretty good job at making decent cover in every single spot. There's barely any areas where you just feel like you're getting shot at right away and there's nowhere to hide. For the most part, there's always some good cover with some good sight lines. Like right here, I'm going to pop all the way over here, and then I can see pretty much every enemy as long as they pop their head up behind their cover. And I'm in a pretty decent spot for cover too. I can go prone here if I get, or I can chuck a grenade back. I can go prone here if I get shot to reload, and I'm crouched behind this piece of whatever's below me. I guess it's like an ammo box or something. So for the most part, they do a good job at having a good spot to go prone and hide behind for a reload, and then pop your head back up and sit there crouched, take some shots, and then get back down. And you know, good cover system throughout in this game. I think good areas, good design for each level, mission, I just combined the word mission and level, and I said level. Anyway, good level design for each mission / level, I think. Next part here, I'm fast forwarding. I'm going to pick up one piece of intel here. That's the only piece of intel I'm going to pick up because I'm going to be doing an intel guide, and I forgot what the intel even looked like. I was like, what's this? Oh, I picked up intel. Oops. Fast forwarding this spot too, you don't need to see normal mode for Predator. You're going to just blast down these guys, which is pretty fun. After you get the first 2 waves of those guys on those 2 buildings, you'll then take out this helicopter. And then our own helicopter is going to come and pick us up. And you have the option of either running there right away, and I kind of just stood back here and picked up a couple guys, but it's probably better to run right away. And because they have a difficult job of trying to hit you from all that building all the way over there anyway. So you're pretty good to just start sprinting the second you get hit. The second the helicopter appears, excuse me. Now we have some helicopter duels here. I did not ever die on this spot. Later on in the game, there is an area. I think there's one other helicopter / mission type thing like that I can think of that I did die. This one, it did not feel difficult at all. They were definitely these guys are flying up here shooting like crazy, and I felt like I was barely getting damaged. And they took a crazy amount of bullets, and I was even missing my shots, and they were still having no problem. We were having no problem not dying, so not too difficult of a helicopter duel here. Then after you get these 2 guys, you're going to get these 2 helicopters. One more helicopter is going to appear, and then you're pretty much just going to be flying around in circles around this construction building. He's going to pop up and surprise us right here in a second. And you're just going to be flying around this construction building, and like I said, I don't think you're going to die because it seems like a pretty easy thing. I don't even know if, maybe if you don't fire at all, you'll die. But for the most part, just hit this thing, and even if you miss, and even if it takes you like a minute, eventually you'll take this helicopter down. He just circles all the way around. You're shooting through the construction building, over top of the construction building, etc. And that is going to be the end of the level. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. A little bit of a cutscene. I'm going to skip that just for, whatever, so you can see what happens yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please visit GameGuideCentral.com for more. And explosion!